Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm DJ Sean, and welcome through to a bit of a X-Plane special stream. As you can see, but clearly you can't. There we go. Ever slow, but not as fast as I am. For those of you who don't know me, I am DJ Sean. I'm a charity streamer, which means I do this to raise money and awareness for various charities throughout the year. This month we're raising money for the Red Cross Australia, which is a fantastic humanitarian agency or organisation that help communities and people who have gone through disasters and other things like that. They also do a host of other things to help Australians by raising, doing blood drives and raising much needed blood reserves as well. It's a fantastic organisation, and we have totally smashed our first goal there of $50. So a big shout out and thank you to so many who donated. I really do appreciate it, and we will be donating 100% of your money through at the end of the month. Alrighty guys, well let me get to the reason why we're all here. So the TBM, or HotStart TBM 900 has just launched literally just minutes ago. So it went live bang on the hour, and I had it downloaded and installed 2.5 minutes later. So it is quite a beast. Watching your CPU get absolutely thumped as it loads is quite interesting. Those of you who might have watched my my intro video noticed a few stutters there, and maybe the video pausing on the runway intro, and that was because my PC was going absolutely bananas trying to load this beautiful thing. So here we are. We're on the flight deck of a very cold and dark TBM 900, and I have to say it is a very nice place to be. Having flown the PC-12, which is a slightly bigger brother of this, brother from another mother, perhaps. It is going to be quite nice to see how this goes, and obviously this is a lot more serious than maybe the Coronado PC-12. We are sitting here on the deck in Archerfield. For those of you who don't know Archerfield, it's a very busy little airfield just south of Brisbane International. You can see there's Brisbane just over here in the background, the city of Brisbane, and it's a great little airport just down here that Daz and I, one of my followers, will be jumping into and having a bit of a crack with the TBM 900. So that's what I probably should do. I should probably get to at least connecting to Squawkbox. Where are we? TBM 9, that's pretty easy. VH, Sierra Alpha Mike, we'll just chuck that in and click connect. There we go, connected to the network, and what have we got here? Just check if there's anyone online, show who's online. There is no one. So what I might very quickly do is I can see that the blade is, the prop is freely spinning in the wind there. So we might just have a quick look at Xenviro and just see what the weather's doing. So if we go to weather briefing here, hit refresh. So 030 at 11 knots. So there's 11 knot wind out there, and that's just enough to whoops, that's the wrong one, to push that to have that blade slowly spinning there. Which this is a beautiful looking aircraft. I'll have to zoom out a little bit there so you guys can see it. Look at that, it's so pretty. I can't click on the door handles or anything like that. Let's see, we do have a side menu just here on the left hand side, which might make it a bit difficult for you guys to be able to see that due to my resolution. But there's an airframe manager, which is just this guy here, which I think we can put our own custom registration in, I think, from memory. So if we go check that and just chuck SAM there and click set, my CPU has loaded up. My CPU is going nuts. There we go. Oh, look at that. That was cool. That's my initials for anyone if you don't know. Alrighty, Daz. I'm in.
You look like a 737.
TBM 9 is what I've connected with as my code. Where are you? Oh, you look like a 737 to me as well. A Delta 73. Awesome.
That's exactly what you look like.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, well that CSL hasn't worked for you either. There's the aircraft code. I put TBM 9. That's right, isn't it? Maybe I'll disconnect relog as PC12. Maybe that might be a bit better for us. Okay, Daz. So that's Daz just in the back. Whoop, that's Daz just in the background here as a lovely 737. So what I might do is I might just disconnect from Xquarkbox here, and just for the sake of appearances, reconnect as a PC12, because that might make it a little bit easier for both of us. So you can see us as the proper aircraft. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, Daz is still a 737. Did you connect as a PC12?
Not yet on that. It's still not working.
Yeah, so did I. That's really weird. Oh, I'll just follow the 737 late final. So if you go to the airframe manager on the left, you can put your own call sign on it. Alrighty, so let's go back and have a little bit of a look here. So we are in Sierra Alpha Mike, which is awesome that can be done dynamically. That is really, really cool. So if we go back to Airframe Manager, what do we got here? Restore position of aircraft, show info tips on screen, show caution tips on the screen, show warning tips on the screen, simulate control stiffening at high airspeeds. Yeah, absolutely. So the airframe is loaded. Add shared. No. All right. Well, we'll just go with that for now. So that's that one menu. So we've got the maintenance manager.
Yeah, you still look like a 737 to me.
Yeah, copy. So we've got the maintenance manager here. Number of engines owned, total expenses, maintenance expenses, accelerated wear model, maintenance log. That is all empty as we would expect it to be, given the fact that we haven't flown the aircraft. Engine. Oh wow, that's an engine there. Open engine. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, wow. That's so a compressor is going to set us back $250,000. Fuel nozzles $20,000. Oh wow, that's really cool. If we mouse over it, we can see the different segments and the different sections of the engine, which is really cool. This is obviously the compressor. We've got fuel nozzles, injectors. So what's a really expensive part here? So the turbines, yeah, they're a fairly precision kind of part of the engine there. So that's $350,000 for that. Jesus, that is rough. Street controller TBM hype. Woo! Absolutely, buddy. Cheers. We're just going through a bit of a look at the maintenance log here. You've also bought it. Awesome, buddy. Awesome. Yeah, I dare say there's going to be a few of these flying around for the next few months. We've got propeller that's out there on the left-hand side. 43.5 hours runtime. Replace $83,500. A few millions at this rate. Yeah, that's true. That's true. What else have we got here? So we've got, geez, the oil is $650. This is an expensive aircraft to look at. Access, the landing gear. Oh, did that do something? Oh, that chucked us up on the stilts there. Yeah, right. Okay, what do we got here? So we got a tire.
I'm just going through the intro tutorial, so I'll be silent for a while.
Yeah, that's cool, buddy. I skipped it, so I'll ask you for help in a little bit. So what do we got? So we got nose gear. Wow, but you've got each individual component. Left gear, gear tire, the brake rotor, and the brake pads. Oh, they haven't got a photo of the brake pads, so it'd be a little bit more difficult to get. Wow. So okay, I can afford a left and right tire. So we'll close that. It puts us back on the ground, which is really cool. That's okay. The electrics. Access. What's this? I wonder what this is going to do. So let's just bring this down here, and I click the access button. Oh, nothing. I thought it might spawn a GPU or something. Don't crash it, basically. Yeah, don't crash it. Battery test. Oh, wow. We do an actual battery test. It's 26 volts. Yeah, it's good. Brand new battery. That looks good. Close you. What do we got here? New batteries, $950. Jesus. Oh, I can afford a few things in here. Not really. Okay, so close that. Avionics package. So let's access the avionics. Don't fly into icing conditions. I can fly into icing conditions as long as I know what the hell I'm doing. That's the trick. And I've been watching a few TBM 900 videos all morning while I've been doing some other stuff. You're gonna crash. No way. No way. Yeah, I've been watching a whole bunch of TBM videos all morning just to go through the start sequence of the aircraft, taxiing in and out, the inertial separator. Oh, I've probably got that wrong. Congrats on being the first streamer. Leading edge simulations. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. You are feeling hot. Start up the engine and turn on the air conditioning or open the cabin doors to cool off. We've just got this little warning that's come up the top here. Oh, I'm getting told to do stuff. Alright, well, we better open up a door, hey? Let's go back inside. What do we got here? A door here? And then we push the door open, do we? No, that's that one. Oh, there we go. Hey, there we go. Alright, stop being so... Alright, we've got a door open now, so it's not going to be too bad. Oh, we got that call sign that's just lit up there. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. Hey, John Fly. How you going, buddy? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Okay, so... We'll go back to the maintenance menu here. Actually, I might just go back outside because that's where we can see a lot of it. So we'll just go back here. I apologise for my other fellow TBM 900er. He's a 737 for me at the moment. But oh well. The American meets Aussies. G'day. Okay, so or maybe we'll just put the aircraft over here so we can so you guys can see that, and we can have a little bit of a look here at the maintenance menu just here. There is a TBM CSL, yeah. So Daz has got it, but I didn't. I might have totally forgotten to install it. But Daz has installed it, and even as me connected to X-Plane to VATSIM as a TBM9 as my aircraft code, and please guys correct me if I've got that wrong, it still shows me as a 737, so maybe Daz hasn't done it right. Shh, don't tell Daz that. You didn't hear me, did you, Daz?
Nah, what's that?
No, mate, just saying good things about you.
Like what?
Nothing, mate, all good. Okay, so back to the avionics. So, yeah, TBM9 I thought was the correct code, but maybe it's... I don't know. Alright, so having a little bit of a looky-loo here at the avionics. So what's... I am not really... this is a Garmin system, right? This is... yeah, this is a Garmin system, okay. Wow, you can damage a lot, like $4,020 for that module there. Weather radar, $24,500. Everything in aviation is just a license to print money. That screen there is $9,120. It's nuts. That's really cool. Well, I'll be careful I won't accidentally click one of them and put a smudge mark on it. It'll cost me too much money to replace. Oh, Totoro, how you going, buddy? Welcome. Thank you for the creation of such a fantastic aircraft. I apologise for how I'm going to butcher it by accident here. I really do apologise. So just going through this a little bit. I do like the fact that it chucks it up on jacks. I hadn't seen that before. That's a really nice feature that this gets chucked up on jacks. Well, not that you guys really can see from that view, but go access the landing gear there to change the tyre, which is the only thing I can afford on this aircraft, and it jacks it up for you, which is really, really cool. It makes you wanting to taxi into those hangars actually really worth it. Oh, you can raise the gear. Leading, no, I'm in Brizzy, so we're here at Archerfield. If anyone wants to log on to VATSIM and come to Archerfield, you're more than welcome. We're just sitting here in Archerfield, Daz and I, 2737-700s by the looks of it. Yeah, we're just sitting here having a little bit of a look-see. Well, you can actually raise the gear while, that's really cool. as someone who really appreciates study level aircraft, not that the Zibo 737 is study level, but it's definitely headed in that right direction, and wanting to fly these aircraft as they are really flown in the real world, I can really appreciate when someone takes an aircraft to this level. So again, thank you so much. I'm too scared I'm going to damage it just by learning it. Where's the sim for the sim? So I don't have to get, so it doesn't cost me money. He's not blessed to live in Sydney, up the coast. I'm in Sydney. Ah, okay, you're in Sydney. All right, let's have a look at the lights here. So access the lights. Okay, so this is all our different lighting systems, external and internal lights, which is really cool. We'll close you. Go to the airframe and access the airframe. So does that do anything on the outside for us? No. Okay. Let's all head to GSPs for a tours. Okay, so this is all the different segments. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, obviously. Do I dare ask how you could damage some of these? Obviously, I don't know if FOD could damage the cabin at all, or maybe the windows. I'm not sure if they can be damaged. I don't know if that's modeled. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Miscellaneous. What do we got here? So we've got oxygen. Okay, cool. So we've got all that sort of stuff there. Okay. So by smashing into the grid. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, okay. Well, that's a pretty good point. Okay. Well, let's not do that. Bird strike, yeah, or hitting a deer and explain. Aren't deers modelled? Not that I've ever seen one. Okay, so we've got the next screen here, which is the payload and balance screen. So those of you who have flown light aircraft, or any aircraft in real life, will be quite familiar with how to read one of these guys. Custom bird strike made for this. Really? Oh, wow. Okay. I need to really watch the birds. So open. Okay, so this is where we can do some things here. So kilos is nice. If you're hungover, the bird strike will cure it. I'm not hungover yet, but you know, he's wishing. So we've got, can we click that button to open it? Oh, beautiful, we can. So let's go ahead now and see what we can do. So let's open you, which opens up, I guess, is that the avionics bay, or is that's not an avionics bay, that's just extra baggage, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's just, oh no, I don't know if that's baggage there. I do apologise, there's not much that I know a lot about this aircraft, so I am learning. It's cargo, okay. The start tutorial on this is wonderful. Well, in the interest of, yeah, I did skip it. Hopefully I can go back to doing it. That would be a really nice feature. If I have skipped it though, maybe I have to have a crack at redoing it. But I see there was a cost to repair. Is there something kind of finance system involved? Wispy, I'm not sure, buddy. So we've got shocks on that side. We've got a pitot heat covers on that side. So I've got the pitot heat covers on. Yep. Okay. I'm watching the tutorial. So yeah, Daz is going through the tutorial at the moment. Can I ask a question? If you put the pitot covers on and all the other covers on, and then you close down X-plane, I'm pretty sure from what my understanding is when you come back into the aircraft, it keeps the same state as what you previously left it. So you'd have the pitot covers on and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, cool. Just click and buy unlimited funds. Yeah, cool. Okay. So really, the cost of maintenance is really just a bit of a number there for you to brag about, that your costs are so low versus Daz, whose costs will be in the millions. All state is persistent. Okay, well that's really good. Okay, well we're going to leave the pitot covers off for now. Okay, that's how we put the fuel in. USG. So we are going to fill up in gallons, is that right? Got the wicks there, yep. Fuel that side, 65 US gallons. So we're going to have the weight in kilos, but we're going to fill it up in gallons, is that right? Fuel. Static ports. I've got static covers there. Let's go have a bit of a look up the back there. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can just see it. It might be just out of frame. There we go. Just next to the M. Like little covers there. Aircraft is calibrated in gallons. Okay, lovely. Awesome. All right, we'll take those guys off. Okay, so moving up the front here, we've got tyres and caps. Yeah, there's the tyres. There we go. It does stop the lovely prop. Look at that prop on this aircraft. It is beautiful. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So if we take those off, it starts spinning in the air there. But is that just a generic spin, or is that actually modelled off the weather? So if it's blowing a gale force, would that be spinning faster? Okay, so takeoff and landing, we're well within the envelope here. That's from the wind. How cool is that? That is absolutely fantastic. All right, well, let's get in there. Let's close some stuff up here and get inside. So we've got a fresh, we'll close the door there. So we have got a fresh battery. So Daz is already going. There goes the other TBM. Or is that a TBM that's leaving? No, Daz is just there. Okay. Why is everyone... Hang on a sec, guys. Let's RVI. No, Daz hasn't even started. Okay, well... Jesus. I feel like that's another TBM because 737s would never fly into this airfield. So I've got a feeling like that's another TBM or another something that I don't have a CSL file for. Anyway, alrighty, so we are sitting here on the flight deck, which is quite an alien place for me. So what do we got here? So across the top here, we've got our lights. We've got our interior lights. I'm guessing that is... This is the... Okay, so this looks like this is we're getting to the business end here. So, hey Tron, how you doing, buddy? Well, Tron, we've only really just started, so so far it's great. So far it's really, really detailed. We might just pull the chocks out. We'll leave the GPU off for now. For now. So what do we got here? So this guy goes up there. So we've got source to battery. Does that do anything? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're getting some systems to initialize now. Good, didn't miss anything yet. Okay, so as I believe this doesn't connect to Navigraph as yet, I think I didn't do it. Is that these guys here? We just need to silence the cautions.
Warning, okay.
Okay, maybe not. Okay, so not connected to Navigraph just yet. I believe that might be coming in a future update potentially. Okay, so press enter to continue.
Pause system test. Okay.
Ah, there we go. Connects to FAA. There we go. I think we're aligned here. I think it reads the nav data direct from the XP folder. So therefore, pilots, if you update the nav data through Navigraph for X-Plane, then it just daisy chains down to this aircraft reading the X-Plane data. Do you reckon? And am I right in saying that X-Plane's core nav data gets updated by Navigraph, which is how I update my my stuff? Tudor, can we
And his name is John C.
Leading Edge Simulations, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Can we redo the tutorial even if we've skipped it? Is there a button that will take us to the tutorial? I feel like I've I may need to reload the aircraft maybe or something like that. We'll see. So what do we got here? Plugins TBM tutorials. Oh wow. Should we shut down the aircraft then while we go for that? Whoops, wrong button. TBM 900 tutorials. Oh wow, there's heaps of stuff here I didn't even see. Just push it. It sorts itself out. Okay, we'll go to tutorials. Getting started. Should we do that one, guys? And we'll walk through that.
Welcome to the HotStart TBM 900. If this is your first time in the airplane, please take a few minutes to watch this tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll go over the basic procedure to start up the airplane. If you'd like to skip the introduction portion of this tutorial and go straight to doing the engine startup yourself, click Skip Intro.
Okay.
Otherwise, just sit back and keep watching.
Alrighty, well,
although you have no doubt reviewed...
We'll just pause there for a second. It has a headset button. Excuse me while I cry with joy. So guys, is the volume okay? The speech there? Let me know if it's not, and I can adjust it. But we're going to go through and do the tutorial now and give it a bit of a crack. So here we go.
Although you have no doubt reviewed all appropriate technical documentation and are familiar with all the knobs and switches in the cockpit,
sure.
Let's quickly review some of the most important ones for starting up the airplane. We'll deliberately skip some emergency controls.
My mic is a bit high.
Covered in other tutorials. Mounted just above the windshield is the overhead panel. It is divided into sections from left to right. External lights, internal lights.
Is it my mic that's a bit loud there, Tron? I've just turned it down just a little bit. Maybe that might be a little bit better. No, I am using my boom mic. I'll just turn it down a little bit more. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Switching between the two mics, the levels are vastly different. I think this is like a $5 mic versus like a $200 one. So, all right, let's get into it. So we've got the external lights, internal lights.
Internal lights. Electrical systems. Engine starting. Fuel system. Autopilot trim. In front of you is the main instrument panel, consisting of the pilot's primary flight display, PFD1, the multifunction display, MFD, co-pilot's primary flight display, PFD2.
That's your flight display, guys. Josh Gibbs, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the channel. If you've got any questions or comments, please shout out.
The autopilot control panel.
Yep.
The electronic standby instrument. The intercom panel. On the bottom of the main instrument panel is a raised chin with several sub-panels organized from left to right as follows. Ice protection systems.
Ice protection,
Parking brake control.
Parking brake, yeah.
Landing gear control.
Yeah.
MFD keypad. Environmental control system.
Okay.
Aft of the main instrument panel and located between the pilot and co-pilot is the raised pedestal, consisting of the power lever, the flap selector handle.
Oh, yep, over the back there.
The manual elevator trim wheel.
Yep.
The electric aileron trim rocker switch.
Yep.
The fuel tank selector.
Which is auto magic if you flick a switch to auto, isn't it?
As you can see, there's not that many controls in the TBM 900, and they're all logically grouped and placed in a way to allow quick and easy access. Before we go on, please note that we will not go over every step in the engine starting procedure as listed in the pilot's operating handbook.
Quick question while I think of it. The pilot operating handbook, is that a bunch of separate PDFs that we go find somewhere in X-Plane, or is it something we potentially get from the plugin menu? Set up chart access? I don't even know what that means. I'm so excited by how much we have and how much there is in this aircraft. Let's keep going.
Before we go on, please note that we will not go over every step in the engine starting procedure as listed in the pilot's operating handbook. We'll just try to perform a quick and easy startup, and you're encouraged to review the full procedure once you have a general understanding of the sequence of steps.
Sorry, where is that, Totoro?
Before starting up the avionics, we need to make sure certain controls are in certain...
Jesus. I need to change that damn noise. It scares the shit out of me every time. Continue, and thank you so much for the host. I really do appreciate it, buddy. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're just going through the tutorial for the brand new TBM 900 in the aircraft folder. Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Before starting up the avionics,
I'm awake now.
Certain controls are in certain positions. This helps prevent some systems suddenly coming into motion as soon as electrical power is applied to the airplane. Reviewing the overhead, we want to make sure that all switches and levers are down, except for the ignition switch. This switch is kept in auto at all times, all the way up.
Okay, auto for that, just the one.
Part of the main panel, we check to make sure the parking brake is applied. Please note that to apply the parking brake, it isn't sufficient just to rotate the knob. You need to depress the pedal brakes fully and then rotate the knob.
So we need to do that now, do we?
Do so now.
Oh.
The parking brake is applied. Please note that to apply the parking brake, it isn't sufficient just to rotate the knob.
There we go.
You need to depress the pedal brakes fully and then rotate the knob to lock the pedals in place. Do so now.
Okay, done, buddy.
The landing gear control lever is down. On the pedestal,
you are feeling hot. Start.
The power lever is in the cutoff position, that is fully back.
We're not going to pass out or anything here from heater. Do I need to crack the door? Because I'm getting a little message across the top there that you're feeling hot. Start the engine and turn on the air conditioning system to open the cabin door. I just don't want us to pass out from exhaustion. We have got beer, so we're not going to die of thirst at least.
The power lever is in the cutoff position, that is fully back.
Fully back. Okay, yep.
The flap lever is up, and the flaps on the wings are also up.
Which they are. Which they are. Thank you.
The fuel tank selector is selected either left or right.
Yep.
With these checks completed, we can now apply electrical power to the aircraft.
Let's do that.
On the overhead, push the red and black striped lever up. This is called a crash bar.
Crash bar, okay. Crash bar goes up.
With the crash bar up, the avionics will power up into a minimal power consumption mode. This mode is used for conserving battery power if you are, for example, sitting on the ground waiting for a clearance to be issued. In a few moments, a pair of red and yellow push buttons above the PFD will illuminate, accompanied by an aural chime. These are the master caution and master warning attention getter buttons. To cancel the alerts and silence the chime, press on both buttons.
Okay, so stand by for that. Up, Daz is moving.
Aural warning, okay.
There we go.
To completely start up the avionics, on the electrical panel on the overhead, position the source selector switch to the BAT position.
To the BAT position, okay, there we go.
Let's give the remaining screens a moment to start up.
Alrighty, so I do apologise, guys. The Delta 73 in the background is actually a TBM 900. Daz is flying it. Unfortunately, his model isn't working for the TBM for CSL, and neither is mine, so we're both showing up as 737s.
TAWS system test, okay.
Next, we'll review the list of CAS messages.
Okay.
We would expect to see the following. Park brake, because we have applied the parking brake.
Yeah.
Fuel press, for a low fuel pressure.
Yeah.
Oil press, for a low oil pressure.
Sure.
Low voltage, indicating that the battery is discharging.
Yeah.
Auto cell, indicating that the fuel tank automatic selector
Sure.
isn't on.
Oh, isn't on,
Vacuum
okay.
low, indicating that the engine-driven vacuum pump is not running.
Sure.
With these checks completed, we are now in a good position to start the engine.
Oh god, here we go.
I'll first do the start for you, explaining what I'm doing along the way. Then, I will let you do it. Because the process is rather quick, I'll be pausing the simulation along the way to explain the steps. First, we'll prepare the fuel system.
So we need to
The
prime
engine
it?
likes to receive pressurized fuel during start, so we place the auxiliary boost pump AUX BP switch to the on middle position.
Okay, that's that
We
middle
verify
guy, yeah.
that we get an AUX boost pump on CAS message.
We do, yep,
Hear
in
the
yellow.
pump running.
Hear the pump, yep.
We check that the prop area is clear.
Clear prop.
To initiate the start, we hold the starter switch in the on position for 2 seconds.
That's up here.
Afterwards, the starter will latch and keep going, so we can release the starter switch.
1 potato, 2 potato.
Next, we look at the cast messages and
Okay.
verify that starter and ignition are illuminated.
Starter and ignition. Yep, those two
Before
together.
introducing fuel, we check that the ITT value is below 150
Turn up,
degrees
explain a
Celsius
bit.
and that the NG value is at least 13%.
There you go, talk a little bit, Milo.
We can now introduce fuel by lifting the power lever
13%.
and moving it one step forward to the low idle position.
One click.
We monitor
Okay.
the ITT rise and NG acceleration. The ITT will rise rapidly at first, then slow down and stop before reaching the red mark.
And we want to be 30
If the
before, within
ITT
30
exceeds
seconds.
the red mark, or if the NG acceleration is too sluggish, less than 30% NG by 30 seconds after initiating the start, we move the power lever back to the cutoff position.
Sure.
After introducing fuel, never abort the start using the starter switch on the overhead, as this can destroy the engine.
Oh, wow. Let's not do
Continue
that.
monitoring the NG rise. At 42% NG, a few events will happen. Up until now,
40.
the engine was being fed through the primary fuel nozzles. These do not provide enough fuel flow to fully start the engine, so now a secondary set of fuel nozzles will start
And we
spraying
see a
fuel
spike
into
in the
combustion
ITT
chamber.
here, don't we?
This will manifest as a second spike in ITT and a sudden rise in fuel flow.
Nice guess.
Having reached 52% NG, the starter now disconnects. We verify
Becomes a
that both
generator
starter
then?
and ignition cast messages are extinguished. After the
Yes.
engine is stabilized, we move the power lever forward and to the left to move it into the flight idle position. The propeller will now unfeather and accelerate above the yellow RPM band, providing cooling air to the engine compartment.
Excuse me.
We now only have a few items left. On
Okay.
the ice protection panel, we position the inertial separator, inert sep, switch to up.
Yep, that's a 40-second process.
On the overhead, position the generator switch to main,
Yep.
position the aux BP switch to auto,
Max BP.
position the fuel cell switch to auto,
Yep.
position the AP trims switch to on.
Okay.
On the ECS panel, position the bleed switch to auto, position the AC switch to auto. And that concludes the engine start. The airplane is now ready for taxi. However, I will reset the aircraft back to its original shutdown state so you can practice performing the engine start. I won't control your camera anymore, but I will give you hints on where to find the controls.
Oh God, welcome.
Let's begin
Shut
by
down.
making sure all controls on the overhead are down, except for the ignition switch,
Now
which
it's
must be in auto.
Now it's time to go and blow it up. It's true. It's true. Alrighty, we can do this. one more swig of beer for the road. Alright, let's do this.
Let's begin by making sure all controls on the overhead are down, except for the ignition
Everything is down
must be
except
in
for
auto.
ignition, which is this guy just here. Check.
switch. Next, we check that the parking brake is
Parking
applied
brake, it's down
and that the
here.
landing gear lever is down.
You're down and you're in the park
The
position.
power lever
Whoops,
is
I just
cut off, the flaps are up,
shit.
and the fuel tank selector
Stand by.
is set to either left or right.
Okay, left to right, set to
All checks
right.
complete. Let's start up the avionics.
Okay,
Lift the crash bar up
crash
and
bar.
position the source selector to bat.
Crash bar up, that turns a little bit on. It gives us a little bit of power. But we're going to go to bat on the source. There we go, bat. So,
We'll give the avionics a moment to start up.
so now everything's
Cancel
booting
any
up.
chimes as necessary
Alright.
by pressing the master caution and master warning buttons on the main instrument panel.
Where's your lack of faith, Milo? Where? Alright. So we're doing the chimes when they happen. So we've got the lights have come on.
Aural warning.
Review the
okay.
cast messages. Here are the ones we expect. Park brake, fuel
Oh.
press, oil press,
Whoops.
low voltage,
1 second, please.
auto cell, vacuum low.
Park brake, fuel pressure, oil pressure, low voltage, auto cell, yes, and vacuum low.
Let's prepare the fuel system.
Yeah.
Position the aux BP switch to on.
Aux BP, that's you, to on. We should hear a noise.
Prop area clear.
Pause.
Activate the
System
starter
test.
by holding the starter
Okay.
switch in the on position for 2 seconds.
Does. Clear prop. 2 seconds, the starter. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3
Verify
potato,
starter
4.
and ignition cast messages are shown. ITT below 150
Hey,
degrees
Mr.
Celsius, NG more than
Tuchol?
13%.
How you going?
Go ahead and introduce fuel by moving the power lever 1 notch forward.
We're late. Yeah.
Monitor the ITT rise and NG acceleration. If the start doesn't look good, put the power lever to cut off.
Okay,
30%
NG,
by
30 seconds, yep. And then 60 by 50. Okay, we should see another spike here in a second. There's the other spike on the
Engine
ITT.
stabilized. Push the power lever forward and left into the flight idle position.
Okay, yep, forward and left.
Inertial separator on.
Inertial separator, I just want to see what's going on there. You go on there.
On the overhead, generator to main, aux BP to auto, fuel
Generate.
cell to auto, and AP
Oh
trims
god,
to
okay,
on.
generator to main. Aux BP to auto, fuel select to auto, AP, that one. Main, aux BP, auto, fuel select, auto, AP trims to on.
On the ECS panel,
Okay, that happened
bleed
rather
switch
quick.
to auto, and AC switch to auto.
Bleed is down here. Auto, AC to auto.
And that's it. The airplane is now ready for taxi. If you'd like to try the procedure again, press try again. If you'd like to restart the tutorial from the beginning, press start over. To end the tutorial, simply close the window.
Okay, say goodbye to the window. Alright, what do we got there? Yoke is not VR yet. It will be. Oh no, the yoke's not VR. Really? Oh no, that means I won't be able to fly this in VR. As someone who doesn't fly, for those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. If you look through some of my previous videos, you'll know that I only fly when I fly, typically explain if I'm not learning another aircraft. I always fly with just these guys, so rudder pedals and these guys here. So without a yoke, that's disappointing. But if they're working on it, that's absolutely awesome. And please do, from a VRist, I really do appreciate a yoke that I can grab. Try it, see what happens. I could do that. Yeah, maybe Milo. They're working on a few problems that they're having. Okay. Oh, it's launch day. I'm surprised, you know, so far so good. So absolutely, they're going to be busy for the next few hours, I imagine. Have a go, you mug. Hey, Spax. I'm too scared to taxi. Alright. So, we need to go pilot heat on...
Yeah, the yoke doesn't work in VR, but that's okay.
Oh, have you tested it, have you?
Yep.
Oh, Daz has tested it. Okay, so that's on. Inertial separator is on. Park brake.
I'm testing VR now.
Okay, copy. Flaps. I grabbed the wrong button then. Please don't blow up. I can't afford to replace anything. Whew, we're good. Oh shit. I can't afford to fix anything, don't blow up. Okay, you ought to take off. Let's go look outside. Spax, have you seen the price of replacing some stuff here? It's astronomical. Oh, you can't. You got to shut down the engine to get to view all this stuff, but it's all in here. Can't you just reload the plane? No, Spax, you can't. You can't, buddy. It follows you. Ooh, hello. So you... Oh, that's cool. Finally, these that actually work. That's kind of cool and actually blocks some sunlight. You can buy it. It's all built in, so you can buy it, and there's no. You can just rebuy it, and it's no real issue. But it just keeps track of how much you're spending. So, okay. So nav lights is on. Taxi light is on. Strobe. Let's have a look outside. What those look like. Sounds good. Yeah, so, yeah, there is. It's just, I guess, a way for keeping track of it. Okay, so let's get, oh, Milo, sorry, buddy, you said how are the frames before? So I'm running X-Enviro 1.7 with a high, very high AA, and I'm getting about 45 FPS here at the moment, but I'm streaming and a whole bunch of other stuff, so that always does eat some performance. Where did the yokes go? So I'm missing my yoke. Is that it there? There we go. There it is. Alright, so I need to get some track IR going. So let's go ahead now. You there. And we'll go ahead and create... Oh, wait, before we do that, I think I see a Daz on final. Or crosswind. Follow the 737 on crosswind. Okay, so what I want to do here, I want to go to X camera enable. I know that I don't have some cameras set for this guy. X camera, toggle control panel, enable track IR, save. Track IR is looking all cocked up at the moment. Sorry guys, I just need to quickly fix my track IR. Where are we? So we want to... center, which is going to be home. Do I have a home key? Yes, I do. Oh, good. There. There we go. What's my precision key? Page up. There we go. Alrighty, well, let's go taxiing, everyone. With X-Enviro, is there a long-ass wait or what? X-Enviro? Alright, let's...
I'm on finals for 2-0 left.
2-0 left, okay. So there's Daz here, so we'll taxi down there. Jesus, Daz, talk about crabbing it in. Nice crab there, Daz.
1-0 left.
Yeah, 1-0 left, buddy. Alrighty, let's get going. So, do we have... We do. If we go to the brand new version of AviTab, I never get to use AviTab. So if we go to AviTab, we go to airports, we go Ybath? That's the airport we're at, isn't it? Yeah, Archerfield. And we go this guy here. We have got it connected to Navigraph, which is a chart server. So we go here, and it should put us on. It should put us on the chart there. There we go. We're on the chart just here. So Daz is landing 1-0 left, which is this guy here. So we'll go jump onto Bravo, which will be in the corner up here, and then we'll taxi up Bravo. So I might just keep that out of the way here, just there, so you guys can see it, and we'll get going. Okay. Clear left. Park brakes are off. Oh, no, they're not. I thought releasing the brakes would do that. Okay, now they're off. Okay, we're moving. Christ, we're moving. Oof. I need to have a bit of get a bit of beta range here. Go into taxi range. Where's taxi range? I thought. No, no. No, 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 no. Have to enable reverse thrust. Huh. So we're going right up there. Okay, so we'll close you. close every tab. Yeah, I do see the taxi range there. It's just there, but... Press toggle reverse button. Where is it? Is that this guy? Where's that button? Is that something I need to do in X-Plane? Is that a toggle button that I push in X-Plane, is it? Press toggle, you need to set it. Oh, okay, copy guys, let me do that real quick. Okay, let me just put the park brake on here for a second. Parking brake is set, yeah, we've acknowledged that. So if we if we go up here, we go to control, we could do keyboard, couldn't we? Is it so it's the toga button, is it? Is that what you guys were saying? F13, we want something, we don't want that. Yeah, do joystick. Is it the oh, it's called reverse thrust. Okay. So if we just go to the throttles here. What do we got? Speed brakes. You can hold while pulling the throttle. Okay, yeah, good point. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that's a do nothing. You can hold. I use the red button behind the throttle. There's a red button behind the throttle. Ah, yeah, Milo. Okay, good point. Yeah, let's do that. Reverse. Toggle reverse or hold? Yeah, toggle reverse. Is that the one we want? Toggle. Okay, let's go. Yep. Alrighty, let's go with that. So brakes are off. Okay, there we go. Yep. That seems to do it. Oh, this is a small taxiway. Ah, that's what we want. That's perfect for taxiing. That's much better. Much better. So the vision system, how do we get that up next? Or is that something that, the synthetic vision, is that something that comes on as we get airborne or something like that? Might make doing circuits a little bit easier. So this is the VOZ and the Australian Airports version of Archerfield. Speaking of which, we probably need to have Avitab back on. Here we go. You can see us taxiing down there. Okay, so there it is. So, soft key. Alright, so PFD. Synthetic vision. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, so we keep taxiing down. How are you going with the DAS?
Mate, I'm just going to shut it down and have a look through the maintenance stuff.
See how many millions you owe after your first flight?
Not yet, I haven't shut down.
So far it's got some really nice ground handling characteristics. One of my biggest bugbears with X-Plane at the moment is, which is actually they're fixing, to their credit, they're fixing it in the next version, 11.30, is being able to put curves and stuff in your rudder pedals. But this aircraft taxi is really, really nice. as opposed to some other, well, not TBMs, but say Polaris PC12s that other people have done, where it's just it's a clusterfuck taxiing it because it's so twitchy and it's so touchy. This is really nice to fly. Oh, Milo, you said that. No wonder Daz had a bit of a crab on. Let's look at the windsock over here. Yeah, right. No wonder Daz had his crab on. Yeah, okay, we should expect a bit of crab. Not that you guys can see on screen, because I've got an ultra-wide monitor, you guys only really see a sort of a 16:9, I think, or 16:8 sort of layout. But when you move the throttle, it gives you a nice little visual representation in the bottom right-hand corner of where the throttle position is, which is really nice. Yes, Milo, it's awful. So we're the second left here. Alrighty, so this is us just here, jumping the brakes. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to put you there. Okay, so that's ready to go now. We put the lights on to landing. The strobes are on. Pulse lights. Let's have a look at that. We'll go close. One thing we'll do really quickly here, guys, just for those who would love to see it, I'll just very quickly change the lighting here, just so we can see some of the lighting changes here on the outside of the aircraft. That looks really good. No, I can't really get my head around there without my track IR stuffing up. Every LED is modelled by every LED, so going out to the outside wings. Good work, guys. Amazing. Alright, let's go back to and the tail light. I didn't get that far. Alright, let's go have a look at my camera view here. Well, I didn't realise in the real TBM you kind of sit really quite far back. Like in a car you would be like here, and there's your A pillar, B pillar just here, but you do sit quite far back in the TBM here. Yeah, right, okay. Damn impressed so far. Yeah, it does. Sounds like it. Alrighty, well let's go. Clear right. Yeah, clear left. This feels awfully restrictive. I normally fly in VR. I do all my X-plane flying in VR except when I'm learning a new aircraft. So me coming out of VR doesn't feel that natural. Okay, so click on the USB port right of the yoke. No way! For copyright reasons, that's not an iPad? Wow, that is really nice. Alrighty, well let's get cranking here. So we've done the clear left, clear right. So I know that we've got everything set up here on the overhead panel. We've got the inertial separator. That's not what it's named. It's not inertial, is it? Separator is closed. Flaps to take off. All the lights are on. The TCAS was probably going to be over here. If we click back, XVR, VFR, Alt, back. Alrighty, let's we've got Barrow there. Let's just see if we can do a couple of things here. So PFD, is there a alts units? There we go, that's what I wanted. Actually, what we might do before we do quickly get airborne, just the person to me that likes a little bit of reality here, QNH1014. So Barrow, QNH1014. There we go. Alrighty, let's get going. Actually, what are we? We might just do something else while we're here. We'll just set an altitude of 1,000 feet, just for a nice circuit altitude. Heading. Of course, we'll. No, because that's not set on the proper course. CDI, that's what we want. We'll set that to our runway heading roughly around about 010. That'll probably do that. Give us a nice, there we go. Just give us some reference points while we're flying around. TCAS is actually turned on when airborne. Alternatively, you can take the inner FMS knob on the MFD keyboard and rotate it until it says show traffic map. Oh, well there you go. I did it wrong. Oh wow. It was the inner FMS knob. Oh, there we go. Does the weather radar work with X-Enviro? Here's hoping. Not with X-Enviro. That's okay, buddy. I'm used to it with X-Enviro. So there's the traffic map. Yeah. Alrighty, let's have a crack now. Alrighty, clear right except for Daz down there. Click and sorry, the left and the right here for here. Let's get going. Is the climb out for this aircraft about 145, I think, from memory, from what I've seen. Alrighty, slowly coming on to power. Yeah, that'll work. Are we're pretty good there, or can we keep going up? Oh, that's a bit high. Whoa, what's the the rudder? There we go. Whew, we're airborne. Jesus, gear up. Jesus, this rocket's along. Alrighty. It is nimble, yeah, absolutely. Alrighty, that'll do for our Alrighty, so let's turn downwind. We have got a slight wind pushing us away from the airport, so we should have the airport just to our right, which we do. We took off 01 left, didn't we? So we should have probably turned left, not right, but we'll keep out this way anyway. Alright, so downwind, so...
Landing gear.
Good. So gear down. Get in the right band for the flaps. One stage of flaps. What's the touchdown speed typically for this aircraft, if you don't mind me asking? Yes. What do we got there? What's the touchdown speed? Approach at 90 knots, touchdown under 80. Okay, awesome. So we're at 102 with one stage of flap out. Two stage of flap. I do apologise for my shocking ability at flying this aircraft. I am out of my comfort zone here in a new aircraft and being out of VR, so my visual cues are a little bit different. She does like to rotate a little bit to the left there, which is realistic as most aircraft, and I've never flown this one. Brian, don't even think it. Whoa, bit more speed. Don't even think about it, buddy. This is a fantastic simulation of an aircraft I've never flown, but I have watched a lot of videos around the TBM 850 when I was looking at purchasing the PC-12. I was looking at PC-12 videos and got onto the TBM 850. Ooh, we can go down now, and yeah, this looks like a fantastic representation of the aircraft. Should we not have little boxes taking us to the approach there on the synthetic vision, or have I just totally stuffed it up? Pathways, copy, thank you. It's Liam me typically flying this thing like a, you know, it is single engine, but flying this thing like a Cessna. Glide performance. Well, we got that wind off to the left. Gear down, 3 green. Oh. We got a bit of wind here.
Airspeed.
There we go. Back up we go. Whoa, rudder. Gotta get used to that rudder. Oh, we're airborne. Shit.
Landing gear.
Up we
Landing
go.
gear. Landing gear.
See you later, Daz.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
It's alright.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
We got a flap, stage a flap.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Am I meant to have my
Landing
gear up
gear.
after my flaps? So I had the takeoff flaps configured there, and I was still getting the oral warning there. Right turn. Watching you on the TCAS. Oh, there's 1,000 feet. Gone well over that. Oh, maybe it is around
Landing
there.
gear. Landing gear.
Yeah, that's true, Milo. So... there we go.
Landing gear.
Oh. Okay, copy, Brian. It might be. Jeez, it is. X-Plane is alive at the best of times in regards to its flight model, but this takes it another step further, and with X-Enviro as your weather system, it really does put the wind in. Alrighty, so downwind. So what's our gear extension speed? Max landing weight, flaps up speed, flaps down, maneuvering speed, landing gear extension maximum 178. Oh, we got
Landing
we're
gear.
fine.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
It's coming down.
Landing gear.
Ah, it's a Spirit, Brian. Oh god, this is good fun. Alright, so we're going to do a bit of a longer, we're going to extend this downwind a little bit here. Can we put the wind on there at all? There we go, that's what I wanted to see. My poor credit card, I hear you, buddy. Don't even look at mine. Alrighty, so let's turn base. We are a bit far out here. You can see just how much Enviro is adjusting the airflow. That's no input from me, and look at it dancing all over the place. Okay, so we have the runway off the right there, so we will start down in a little bit. So we're a bit further away than last time. And the PayPal...
His name is John C.
Good work there, Brian. That was the right decision. Hey, Miniwebs, how you doing, buddy? And Gia Tibu, welcome to the channel, my friend. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. So, how much do you have to pay, Daz? If Daz is still there.
Right, what was that?
How much do you have to pay? Hey, Bunnings! There's Bunnings! Where lowest prices are just the beginning. And me crashing into it is just the next thing. So we're doing a nice shallow turn here, as you can see. The airfield just out there. Okay, so we've got a 12 knot almost direct crosswind to the left, from the left, sorry.
500.
This is looking a little bit more stable now, this approach, than the last one. Yeah, Milo, it does. It definitely feels alive. I'm not used to flying with a joystick, so I'm equally a little bit rusty. That synthetic vision's nice.
Airspeed.
Oh, there we go. Oh, whoop. Oh, almost clipped a
Landing gear. Landing gear.
leave the gear up.
Landing
Leave the
gear.
gear down for a second. We'll just keep climbing out. Yeah, don't ask. Oh, I have the Saab Milo. I just haven't used it yet.
Texting down the taxiway. I'm like, oh, this is
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Maybe I need to accelerate a bit more before I pull the landing gear up.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
Maybe I'm not letting the aircraft accelerate fast enough to stop the gear warning. Alright, let's turn down. Turn crosswind. Flaps to take off before gear. Okay, I'll try that for the next one. You can really hear that wind noise in this aircraft. Thanks, Ask Bubba. Awesome name. Okay, so there's a very crappy crosswind. Oh. The aircraft likes to be trimmed. Alright, let's turn downwind. Trim plays a very important role in this flying this aircraft, as does most, but it really feels like it needs a lot of trim. Well, Brian, I've been doing gear up before flaps and we've been getting that gear warning, so I don't know, maybe it is the flaps to take off before the gear. Alright, there's downwind. Alrighty, gear down. Oh, I need a lot of flaps with that gear out. Not a flap, sorry, trim. Okay, that's one stage of flap. If you're touch and go, roll, pull flaps to take off, then into gear, then flaps. Okay, sounds good. Okay, copy Brian. Yeah, sure. Alrighty, round we go. Okay, mate, after the landing 737, line up and wait. Do you see they modelled the Bunnings? There's the Bunnings on short final. The rudder gets me on the touch and goes.
Yeah, I've turned my rudder down a bit.
So do I, mate. Okay, flaps to landing. Okay, about 90 knots there. You can really feel the effect those flaps have on the profile for this aircraft. Alrighty, we're going to turn right. Final approach. Actually, we might make this one a full stop. Alrighty, feet on the rudder. Bus. That wind. Oh.
Airspeed.
It's the slowest thing.
Ah, Christ. Oh, the rudder gets me. It's too light for me. I'm used to throwing a 737 around. It's a massive rudder. Yeah, it is. But it handles very light to the 7.3. Not that that's it's just probably no doubt it's the way it is. But it's interesting nonetheless because it's very different from what I'm used to. So let's go back and shut it down and have a little bit of a look at the maintenance and see if we've got any changes there. The question is actually, how do we shut this thing down properly? That's the question I don't know. I guess we shut down all the independent systems and then kill the engine. I'm thinking. I could be wrong. We might go in here. Do you reckon we'll fit in there? Probably not. Nah, we're not going to fit. We'll go down somewhere else. searching for a parking space. We might just go to that one to the right there. I know this is cheating a little bit. I don't know if that's... Is this the right one we come in on? Or is this the one we go out on? Probably the other way around. Alrighty, let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Park brake is on. Okay. This parking brake is on. Oof. Synthetic vision. We'll leave that on. Back. To standby. Back. Okay, so what we'll do is... I think everything we just... So no, we want to do is turn AC to off, bleeds off. We want you off, you off, you off. Off. We'll leave you alone for now. Put the panel off, off, and off. Pulse is off. And I think we could just shut down. Do we need to let this thing idle for a little while? To let it cool down at all? I don't know, we'll just shut it down. You can mode it to cool it down. Okay, yeah, I thought as much. Okay, so off. You stay off. You stay off. Ignition, just don't bring the fuel on. Okay. Alrighty, well I think we shut it down pretty well. Maybe nav lights off. And off. Shut down. Crash bar, yeah, cool, done. Press any key for battery power shutdown. Shut down. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead now and open UL up a little bit so we get some air through here. And let's go back and have a little bit of a look-see. What's our pause button here? Insert. Do we have an insert button? Yes, we do. There we go. Okay, well we made it back. Didn't damage the aircraft too badly, I hope. Let's have a look at the maintenance manager here. So we'll start with engine. Or is it maintenance log we want? Or is that only after we do something? I think maybe that's after we replace something. As new, as new, as new, as new. The manager, okay. So everything is as new. Landing gear, really? Ah, it's still as new. That's good. Electronics, we've got access here. Battery. Do another test, yeah. The battery's going to be fine for ages. Accelerated wear model. I wonder if in the interest of flying this, we just have an accelerated model. Therefore, we get to experience some of this stuff a little bit easier or a little bit faster. I think maybe. Yeah, there's everything. The airframe. Everything is as new, so looking good. Looks like we survived it, not too badly. The chocks are in. Oh yeah, there's the GPU. 28 volts. And the airframe manager looks all nice and good. Where are you, Daz?
Mate, I'm about
It's probably to land on the Gold Coast.
Coolangatta.
What a guess. I'm like, he's going to be down at the Gold Coast, and sure enough. Okay, copy. I guess we could do that. We could fly to the Gold Coast, why not? Right? Goldie, that's right. Shut down, 2.5 minutes. Okay, so I guess we lose our alignment in that time. So, if we wanted to go to the Goldie, Narrabri. I don't think we're going to head to Narrabri today, just quietly. So we've just recently shut down the engine, so some of the things we need to be aware of is it's going to be quite hot in there, so... Ooh. Big storm front moving in. Yeah, right. What's the weather down at the Gold Coast? I'm pretty sure X-Enviro will cover us down there. Well, there's Tamworth, Grafton, Moree, Ballina, Casino, Lismore, Amberley, Gold Coast. Raining in Sydney, good and windy. Gold Coast is 020 at 12. We're about, yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, there's no meta for GDI. There you go. Alright, so we bring the bar up one, that gives us base power off the battery, right? Yeah. We probably want to check the payload and check we got enough fuel. Oops. Fuel, 55 gallons, we got heaps. Heaps. Oh, the payload, I didn't click on that. There we go. Add. We'll add a co-pilot in. Well, let's fill it up. Ooh. We might add a bit of forward weight there. There we go. Shush.
Aural warning, okay.
Alright, so IRS kit wings level. Having some terrible crashes. Oh, that's no good, buddy. Look at that storm front, dude. Let me have a quick look here. Look at that storm front moving in. Guys, I've got to quickly show you this. Look at.
Pause system test.
Let's
okay.
let's have a little bit of a look here. That guy there. Oh, sorry, if it would bloody this damn you keyboard. There we go. Let's show that up in Chrome. There we go. Let's have a look at look at here. So here's where I am. Look at the storm front moving through. Narrabri's about to cop it. Tamworth's in the lineup. That yeah, they're gonna get a walloping there. We'll get a bit of rain later on tonight then by the looks of it. That one there. It won't last long. Yeah, that's right. I think you need a new keyboard. Yeah, I do need a new keyboard. I actually got a new keyboard coming. I've just bought exactly the same keyboard again. So, yeah. Okay, so the question is... I don't know how to use this to set up for a flight plan. I don't know how to do it. Do we need to have the rest of the battery on so I can set up the flight plan, or is that something we can do when we start the engine, I guess? We might just do that when we start the engine. So what we'll do is we'll close the door. So it goes to bat.
My man.
Hey Larrikin, how are you, buddy? Okay, so we need to put the main avionics on, so we'll get those booting up now. Nav lights on. What's the strobes do for us? Ooh. We need to close another door. Payload. Closing, closing, closing. There we go. Get rid of the chocks. Okay, the strobes are literally on the wings. Okay, so get rid of the strobes. No, Milo, I've never done a what is it? A G1000 flight plan before. Press enter. So, there we go, direct to Y, B, C, G. No, it helps if I press Y, not X, doesn't it? So, direct to Y. Ooh. Why does it do X there? Direct to, no. So this is the VOS and airport scenery pack. If you just search VOS for X-Plane, you'll get all the scenery packs, and in there you'll get this airport. So what flight plan? That's to Avalon. Delete flight plan. Why? Oh, there's all my other flight plans. Top right. Well, if I go direct to... If I put Y, it puts X. What am I doing here? So wants to take us to Avalon, but I don't want to go to Avalon. Delete fly plan, there we go. So if we now go direct to... No, it wants direct to... I don't know how to do it. So active flight plan Avalon, Archerfield to Archerfield, but I want to go... Y, oh there we go. B, C, G, Gold Coast, enter. There we go. No. Why has it done that? Track 091. It's gone the other way. Can we menu invert flight plan? There we go. And we want to go to U. Is that right? Or does it go bottom up or top down? 297. Track 297. Nah, that's probably not right, is it? Hit direct and activate. Oh, there we go. Ah, that's better. Okay. Narrow. Okay. So if we go over here and make our CDI nav GPS. I don't know if that's right. I feel like it needs to be on OBS. Oof. I don't know, but we're killing our battery here, aren't we? 25.3 volts, we're fine. I think Toto just did a magic on his Lamino G1000 and... okay, maybe. Okay, well, we're going south. West is even, east is odds. We're heading east, odds. So let's go, we'll do VFR, so we'll go 5,500. 5,500. Did you change to GPS? Yes, it's on GPS now. CDI is magenta, GPS. Maybe that'll change once we get airborne. Maybe. God, I don't know how to use this system at all. Oh god, I'm into another menu. Clear. There we go. We're just going to leave it and not touch it. You have flight level change in this too. So set the climb speed. Okay. Well, we'll go with that. Okay, so the ITC looks okay. So maybe it's cooled down. G1000 is a massive learning curve for me. Yeah, it sounds like it is for me too. Don't know, we're just gonna... All circuit breakers work, by the way. Oh wow, they're all down there. Jesus, don't accidentally click. Let's start pulling out fuses. Alright, let's get cranking here. So across the top, the only one that should be up, or should all be down except that guy, but we've now got that guy on. It's on for you. Pump on, oil pressure. Vacuum pump low. Okay, clear prop. Hey, Korea 777, how are you, buddy? Okay. Oh, not bad, buddy, not bad. We're just got the TBM 900, which is brand new, released at 2 PM Brisbane time, and we're just let's like start there. Oh, did ya? Okay. Main. Go to auto. You go to on. We go down here to auto, we go auto, fan, over here initial separator, pilot heat, and that. Bat amp. Ooh. We're 67, is that draining? Does that source doesn't go to GPU, does it? It is draining really fast. The electrical amp, so it's coming back down into the green though. That amp, I wonder what I did wrong there. We'll monitor that. But I think we're good to go. Taxi light on. Pulse is on. Oh, one stage too many flap. There might be prerequisites, yeah. It sounds like you haven't got a runtime or something like that, or something's missing. Alright. There we go, everything looks good there. Generator is on main, so we should be okay. Yeah, it's come back into the green now, so that's what we wanted. And the volts in the battery is still good, so everything's looking fairly healthy. Okay, we want takeoff, run and rudder. Alrighty, well let's get taxiing. So brakes coming off, you come on. Let's go. We probably want to get some Avi tab up here so we know where we are on the taxiway. You can see us moving on the map just here.
What about you? But maybe we should be going out to Moray. The storm front is approaching, and you can start from there, and I'll start from Gold Coast.
I was just going to go to, I was just taxiing for Goldie, mate.
Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait.
No, we can go to Moree. How far's Moree? Whoops. We got a bit distracted having a drink of beer then. Okay.
208 miles.
Okay, copy. I'll do the same. I'll just get to the holding point and I'll change. Oh, so we're going to go back to the G1000 here, guys, and change it to what? Yankee Mike Oscar Romeo. For those of you that know how to do it in the stream, can I get a meta for Yankee Mike Oscar Romeo, please? Good old Moree. Thank you. I'm not really worried there about the weather in good old Moree. It looks fine. So 010 at 11 knots, good visibility, some cloud at 7,900 feet. Temperature 3.1, so it's warm. Okay, we want the next left. At the moment. So we're going to be heading west now. I think Moree is definitely inland from memory, isn't it?
Yeah, if you see what's coming from Moray.
Yeah, I got the bomb up. I can see it. Oh, that was an overturn. Southwest, okay. Okay, so we need to go back to the G1000 here and change it. Direct. No, it's doing that thing again. What am I doing wrong? Yes. Y M O R Mori. Activate. There we go, that's better. Can you type with the keyboard? Yeah, when I type with the keyboard, Y becomes an X. So it's weird. But okay, that's good. West is even, and we'll probably want to go a bit higher given the fact that it's a bit longer. So we'll go altitude here. For 5.5, we might go 8.5. Okay, so I think we're pretty good. Nav, flight director, yaw damper, vertical speed, VNav, flight level change. Okay, I think we're good here. X-line out. That's true, Milo. Yeah, actually, that's true. Okay, let's get going. So, landing light is on, strobes are on. Everything else looks good across there. So, looking right, we are clear on the right. We are clear on the left. That's Geo. We might go 10.5 Milo, I think. Maybe not flight level 270 though. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was really weird. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? Let's have a look at the payload here real quick. Yeah, we're within it. We're fine. What's the go there? My elevator is in the correct position. So my elevator trim is in the takeoff position. Right aileron. Okay, we'll just ease on that and try again. A bit of forward. I don't know. We have to apply forward pressure here. Oh. Jesus, I wasn't ready for that. Oh! Landing gear going up. There we go. Whew. That was hairy. Okay, so your damper on. Let's go heading on flight control change, autopilot. And let's change our heading around to the left here. Does anyone know what the takeoff thrust is for this aircraft? The takeoff power setting. So if we go plugins here, TBM 900, headset on. Oh wow. Wow, that sounds really good. There's good old Archerfield just there. Well, that's with headset on. Wow, that's gear info. Well, we got some high brake temperature there from the previous emergency braking. Set up charts access. SD card. What's this for? Uh-oh. See, look. Autorouter.aero. Oh, I don't know what that one is. Okay, we're not VFR anymore. We can turn the inertial separator off now. So we should expect a slight decrease in the ITT, which we do, and should fuel imbalance. We had it on auto, didn't we? Fuel selector is auto. Why have we got a fuel imbalance? Yeah, we definitely do have a fuel imbalance. We'll go left-hand side for now. And we'll see if we can't correct that. We probably should have put some more fuel in it before we took off. I'm not going to lie, we probably should have put more fuel in it. There's 8.5. God, it climbs fast. This rate, we'll go 10.5. Yeah, better lean it, absolutely. Don't know if you can lean it. I think it's just done as part of pulling back on the power. I don't think we're going to experience any icing conditions here in Australia today. It's Moree where we're going is 31 degrees. Yeah, it's got vertical speed there, Milo. You can see just here. Yeah, that fuel imbalance. I don't know where it got that from. So 36. Okay. Yeah, it could be SPACs, that's true. Okay, so 1000 level. Is there a G1000 button for nose up and nose down? Don't think so, Milo, but I might not be looking in the right place. Fuel imbalance. So 35. So acknowledge the fuel imbalance. Okay, yeah, it's moving in. So what's this thing cruise at? Have we got a manual here? Airframe manager, change aircraft registration tutorials, ECS info. Oh wow. Jesus, gives you a lot of information. Holy Jesus, even more information. Faster cruise than the PC-12. Maybe. I don't know. I was hoping I could get to the documents. Some electrical info. What I might do here real quick, guys, is just get a manual up here. So give me 1 second here just to go through and get the manuals up. So aircraft, where's the TBM? X Aviation, TBM 900, documentation, quick start guide. That's the one. Let's go ahead and get this guy up. So charts, not charts, we want light plan. So there we go. This is the manual for the TBM 900. World flight. So what do we got here? Takeoff and climb procedure. Excuse me. So climb. Do not exceed 100% torque. 104% NG, yeah. Descent and landing. Taxi out procedure. It's a takeoff, so once clear over travel off, closing the initial separator. It doesn't talk about where to put turn you off. We've still got a fuel imbalance here. So I've turned on to the, am I looking at the right gauge here? So yeah, I can't. Oh, no, it won't show mixture, but I can't see anything referencing to you what position you should have the throttle at. So looking here, I've still got the fuel imbalance. So if we look down here, my fuel tank selector is definitely on the left-hand side. Yet 50, it hasn't changed from 50 gallons on the left-hand side. But it is still continuing to drop on the right. So if this drops to 30, aren't you the Australian dude with VR? Hey, hey, I am, buddy, I am. Not in VR for today's flight as we're learning a brand new aircraft, the TBM 900. God, it looks good. It looks so good. I need to take a screenshot. Oh, that looks so good. I'm going to post that in the sharings page on Discord. So good. No, but you are good looking. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Okay, so You can see that. You can see the ranges there on the synthetic vision. That's really cool. If you look out there, there's the ranges ahead of us. However, oh no, it has changed. We are dropping on that left-hand side ever so slowly. There we go, specs. What have we got? Have we got something? Maybe there's something in the guide here. No, that's a quick start guide. That guide that I've got is just a quick start guide from the documentation. And there's a UI guide. But that doesn't help me. Where is the performance data? No. Page 304. Oh, how do we go to page 304? Oh yeah, page 304. Oh, there we go. Can we save this somehow? What's that do? Rotate. Save. There we go. Charts. Do we want to go to charts? TBM9. There we go. Save as you. Close you. Close you. Open you. Okay, so sorry guys, let me get this back up now for everyone. Close you, and we want light plan. There we go. So page 304. Whoops, there we go. It's looking a bit better. Scroll down a bit. So we want flight level 5.8.6. 5.8, oh okay, 5.8.4, 5, and 5.8.6. Where are we? Flight level 100. $100. So we should be going. We should have. Is that torque setting? That's torque, isn't it? Oh no, is it? Yeah, 183. So we're actually not powered up enough. Whoop. There we go. What's your ETA, Daz?
I got 49 minutes, but I'm still in the climb. I'm climbing to flight level 280.
Oh, okay, copy. Yeah, we might go a bit higher.
Yeah, I'm going to 280. I've got 50 minutes.
What have we got here? So we might go up much higher than that. We might go to, what's on there? We might go 18 and a half. 18.5. And speed. Flight level change. And see if we can maintain about 210 in the climb. The outside air temperature, that's a really good question. The outside air temperature is 3 degrees centigrade. The ISO of +10. 511.2. What page is that one? 30. Whoops. Page was 311. No, 511, sorry. Fuel, there's that fuel imbalance still. 328. Okay, 328. And we're just going to put you back there to stop you moving around a little bit. 328. Maximum cruise. So about 18 is what we want. How heavy were we? Shit, I can't remember how heavy we were. I think we were pretty heavy, so we'll do the max one. IAS, about 220. ISO at -20. Conditions, ISO negative, ISO at 20. ISA at 10. There we go. That's what we want. 11.15. This is 11.5, 11.3. So at 18, we should be looking at it for that weight. We should be looking at around 220 IAS. Aki12, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. We probably want to bring that speed in a little bit. And climb at about 180. We should get a bit of a faster climb up.
I'd say 170.
Let's turn you off. There we go. Nice beard action. Thanks, buddy. It's been growing out quite nicely, actually. Turboprop is called power lever, not a throttle. Ah, it's true. Very true. I got a wee fuel imbalance here.
Yeah, I can see that.
So it's funny, we were talking about the fuel imbalance before. No, it's interesting. We haven't chosen the left. We're on the right. Sorry, we're on the left tank, but the right is still draining. The right is still draining here. You should be at 100% torque. All right, we'll push that forward a little bit. It's probably as close as I'm going to be able to get it without going oh nuts. There we go.
So you're ahead of me at the moment. I'm doing 20 knots faster.
Copy. Okay, so... Oh, Aki, I haven't tried this in VR yet, actually. I might do that on another stream. Daz has been trying it, though, and it doesn't have a VR yoke, which is kind of a little bit of a deal breaker for me. But it is pretty good in VR nonetheless, though. So, yeah, it's still pretty good. It's just that I do like I like to be able to use my controllers to fly completely, but that's okay. They're going to get there. Okay, so... we have a fuel imbalance. Oh, because it's gone back to the right side because we've got auto on. Dole, back to manual. You go to left side. That's right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So it does that switch, I think, which is every 10 minutes or so, or for every 5 minutes. It does an auto switch. We want it to go to manual because we've got a fuel imbalance. That's right. Maybe Milo, we'll see. And I got 25 knots on the nose. What's your wind, mate?
My wind at the moment.
That's my timer. That's the time start there, isn't it? Stop, reset. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to get used to starting the timer when I start this baby up.
Hold on, be right back.
Okay. Alright, so there's 18.5. So we're going to let the aircraft accelerate. We're looking for about 220 on the IAS. With the TAS of about 290, just shy of 290. Geez, Milo, that ZL16 even looks crap at 18,000 feet. What we might do is have a bit of a look at the interior here. So I might just turn off X camera here for a second, and we'll have a little bit of a look-see through the flight deck here, or through the cockpit. As you can see, there is a bit of a tile change for me. I've got the high zoom level here in Brisbane and a lot of Queensland. As we cross into New South Wales, we go to a slightly different zoom level. Yeah, it did. It's, what is it now? 92.
Sorry, again. I've got 40 knot tailwind.
That's cool.
45. From the west.
I don't want to grab this in case I start something that I can't fix and touch something that breaks something that makes it, that's expensive. Oh, that's smart. It goes into the side. There we go. Beautiful. Should drive to Coffs. Yeah, buddy, I'll meet you there. We get hammered. We should let me have you got that link again? Where are we? That bomb link, that's it. There we go. Get the bomb link up here and have a look at that weather radar. Yeah, true. It's hitting Narrabri now, actually. If we have a little bit of a look at the weather here, you guys can see it coming through just here. That rain just there. We're headed to Moree, which is just here. Alright. Alright, that fuel imbalance is so 25 and 40 is the ones that we need to monitor. Let's just double check here. Still on the left hand side, so that's good. That's what we wanted. Alrighty. What I'm going to do, guys, very, very quickly is I'm just going to go to the loo real quick. So what I like to do each stream is play a little video for our chosen charity. So for those of you who are new to the stream, welcome. I am DJ Sean. I am a charity streamer, which means I do this to raise money and awareness for various charities throughout the year. This month we're raising money for the Red Cross. So I'm going to play a little video from them, and I will be back in about 1 or 2 minutes. I'll see you all in just a sec. Alrighty guys, welcome back. One of the things I have got here is a little flower pot. I've got my little Millie here. Those of you who have been in my Discord know that little Millie is a little pug, and she's there's a boat you can hear. She is just going through desexing, and little puggies. We have elected to get her a little nose job to make her a little bit. Her nose was very, very small. She had very, very small nostrils, little Mill. So yeah. And she's a bit of a flower pot here at the moment. So she doesn't like this thing at all, having this little this thing on her. And I don't blame her. It'd be horrible having this plastic thing. I want it, darling. No. There you are. Oh, kisses for that. Anyway, she's coming to Moree with us, is what I'm trying to say. Let me just go and pop it back out. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Yeah, probably shouldn't have run into so many walls as a pup. That's true. She's only still a pup herself, actually. She's only about 8 months old. Alrighty, so we're 22 miles out. Sorry, 22 minutes out. How's that fuel imbalance going? Okay, so we are holding steady at 25, and yeah, we really should have taken some more fuel for this flight. Oopsie! How expensive will it be if we run out of fuel and crash? 22 minutes. We're going to have 22 minutes of flight on fuel on this aircraft, surely. Right? Right? Oh, God. Where's the next airport? We've got heaps of airports around us. I mean, I'm not too worried. We got GDI. Someone had GDI up there before. Is that Glen Innes? Is that Glen Innes? No, Glen Innes is that one. GLI is Glen Innes. GDI is something. Is that Goondiwindi? Is GDI Goondiwindi? I don't know what it is. Ah, it's Goondiwindi, there you go. Like Glen Innes. Glen Innes is to the south there. That's Glen Innes just there. So if we go back here, what's some other things? So declutter, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Show chart, checklist. Oh wow. We have a full checklist there. System, map. No, we don't want that. We want system.
God, I saw your eyes light up there when you looked at that checklist.
Oh, a checklist! FMC, FMS. I don't know what any of that means. Electric. Oh yeah, fuel. Yeah, we should have put some more fuel in the tanks. Generators. Damn right, it saves my ass.
Is your transponder actually on? Because I can see you on my nav display, but you can't see me.
So if I go to transponder, yeah, I'm on alt, but maybe I haven't got it. PFD, standard barrow. Whoops. DME, defaults, synthetic vision, airport signs. Wow. We'll leave that on for sure. Where do you see me? On the actual moving map to the right?
Yep, I can see on the moving map about 9,500 feet below me. Pretty much bearing, well, pretty much east of you.
No.
Yeah.
Pathways?
I can see you.
Yeah, pathways. Are you asking Milo as in what pathways is? It's the boxes over the approach. You can see the pathway that you're meant to take for the approach, I think. Is mine turned on? PFD, synthetic vision. Yeah, pathways on. Affirm. Map airways. Map airways. I don't know where, that's what I like. That's what I wanted. TRRA, I don't think that's a thing on this. Back. Oh, no, back. Back. That one. Code. Back. It's just on. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. We no longer have the fuel imbalance anymore. That's nice. We've got no bloody fuel. Daz, did you have to turn anything else on TCAS to get that to display?
I'm not sure. You just turn it on, and I don't think there's any TARA because, well, I'm obviously transmitting.
Yeah, maybe it's because I'm in front of you. I don't see backwards.
Yeah, that's possibly a good thing.
I hope there's a nighttime version of that. That's going to be so bright at night, or unless you just turn it off. Might be a bit easier on the eyes. So Moree, eh? Let's have a look at the charts for Moree. I can't even remember the last time I was in Moree. Why Moree? Let's have a look at Moree's chart. Okay, so Moree, elevation 700 feet. So runway 01. Which is the one we're using. So we're going to be coming in from this direction. So we'll just go overhead. So 700 foot. Okay. So 1,700. So 2,300. Actually, we probably need to... I don't think I've actually filed a flight plan. Shit, we better do that. YBAF to YMORE YSTW cruise flight level 185 true airspeed. What's our TAS in this thing? 300. Don't need to worry about you. YBAF. Direct YBAF. Y more direct. Sure. That's a totally legitimate flight plan. Alright, so what's our fuel looking like? Okay, so we are now... Whew, we are burning through that fuel. Alright, we can now go to auto. Yeah, so there's a very big chance that we may have forgotten to fuel up in Archerfield.
You? Oh, well, I filled up.
I didn't. 13 minutes.
7, 8. Start the 7.
We got Snowy Center on. It's really cool. Okay, so flight plan. Oh god, I've already busted it. So menu, no. Flight plan, there's a procedure. Select approach, select arrival, select departure, no. Okay, so there's Moree, yeah. But I want to go down to the VNav profile. How do I do that? Who made the TBM? So, it's called the Take Command HotStart TBM 900. And if we look here, explain TBM 900. I think this is the thread you want.
And his name is John C.
There you go, Will. I've just posted a link for you. Addy Shell, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome through to the channel. This guy did the artwork and he did a fantastic job. Fantastic. Okay, so turn that off. Do we have our distance to go on the plan? So it gives us our ground speed, our track, direct track, ETA. But where is our actual... flight plan? 44 nautical miles. Well, we should be actually starting down then. Let's go here and choose altitude selection. Go down to 2,300. Vertical speed. And down. Addy, I did not at all. I know that a couple of other people have been having issues around maybe potentially not having all the prerequisites installed. I know that my sim did take a while to load, and I had quite a number of like almost not lockups, but like the CPU running at max to load it in. I'm just having a look here. They haven't listed any requirements, so I'm not too sure about whether there's some libraries that you need to have installed that maybe you don't. One of the really good things to do with X-Plane, when you have anything like that happen, go to your plugins folder, just cut out all the plugins and paste them in a temporary folder for a moment, and then start X-Plane again, and then try going back into it, and just rule out plugin problems. Yeah, it worked fine for me too. No, this is just for XP, Will. Just for XP. Oh.
Melbourne Centre's a long way south of us, so we don't have to worry about it.
Copy. I was just taxing with mine and it crashed my sim. Huh. Brian, do you or Addy Shell, do you guys have your PCs really overclocked, highly overclocked at all? My FPS, I'm just doing a weather change here at the moment, but it's sitting around about the 40s and the 50s mark at the moment. 58 to 61 here at the moment, Milo, nice and smooth. Oh, not you, Sean, whoops. Well, be specific.
ETA.
6 minutes.
9.
Romo 01?
Yep, 01.
01. Oh, so you were taxiing back in, Brian? You weren't taxiing out? It's really odd. What's your log file say? If you go to the X-Plane root directory, what's the log.txt file say? It should have some crash information. We want to get Xenviro here and go weather briefing, refresh. As we got a few bumps on the way in, Maury. 1012 on the QNH, mate.
Copy.
.012. Couple of bumps on the way in.
As well, in your max speed.
Sorry, mate.
Once you talk in your max speed on the send.
I talked about 58.
Oh, yeah, gee, you're driving in like a grandma.
Am I? SMA, it's gonna be your RAM 1080 Ti. Yeah, you got a decent setup there, Eddie. Have you tried pulling all the plugins out of X-Plane and starting X-Plane again with no plugins in the plugins folder? Nah, that's there. That's second, Milo. You don't want to fuck with your permissions, your preferences just yet. See if there's a dodgy plugin first, and then yeah, like Milo said, your preferences folders could be next. Failing that, you may have to contact support. I'm very sure that there's some libraries that you might be missing. Traffic Maury, TBN 900 Sierra Alpha Mike is 20 nautical miles to the northeast inbound. Estimate overhead at 4 minutes at time 0759 Zulu. Traffic Maury. Where are you, airport? There you are. There he is. So runway 01. Abitab 01. So that's you. So we're going to be, so we need to go off. It'll be left-hand circuit, no, right-hand circuits due to the gravel runway, is it? So I bring that in the middle so we can see the chart. Caution, kangaroo hazard exists at night. Birds August to December. So that's now. Christ, don't hit a bird. Agricultural ops 24 hours. Weather balloons launched daily over airport. Great.
You joining the film?
Well, I'm just going to fly overhead. Well, I might just go straight onto, what is it? Right downwind for 01.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Traffic Maury, Tango, TBN at 900 Sierra for Mike is 3 miles to the northeast, joining downwind for right downwind for runway 01. Traffic Maury. God, I need to practice those. No, the resource, Addy, the resources plugin folder.
Landing gear.
Oh.
Landing gear.
Shh. Okay, we're going to go to heading. Turn X camera back on. We're going to insert. There we go. So we want 1700, and we'll go vertical speed and down, and we'll go heading, select which we've got, and rotate you around that way. We got a little bit close here, so we're just going to go out a little bit and just track a little bit outwards. We've got a nice 27 knot wind there. It's going to push us along. Okay, gear down. Landing. The inertial separator. One stage of flap out. Might kill the autopilot. And there. Hey, Austrian. Very nice, very nice. Flight director, that's what we want. No, I can't turn it off, we'll just leave it. Alright, let's turn right now. Separator on. Yes, I'm aware, thank you. Just gonna come, it's gonna land into Moree here. I don't see the pathways for the runways like I saw in the preview. Full flap. There we go, we got it that time. Can't see Daz yet. So we got, what do we got? 27 knot crosswind here. Shit. We're gonna have to do a nice little gradual turn here because I don't know what the max crosswind for this aircraft is, but 27 knots is going to be pushing it in any aircraft. I got a 27 knot crosswind here, Daz.
Nice.
We're gonna have to crab this more. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to borrow your window, guys, on this my virtual FOs.
500.
Christ. I don't know how this is going to go, guys. 27 knots on the from the left side. We're going to have to crab it a bit more.
Airspeed.
Oh. There we go, we're down. Oh, we're not down. Now we're dead. Oh. We're down. Woo! So it doesn't really like a lot of crosswind. Oh, fuck.
I'm trying to turn the rudder down as much as I can.
I need to do something with that rudder. Oh.
Technically, it's an X-plane problem.
Like a glove. Totally nailed it. Yeah, that flight physics, there's something, yeah, good old X-planes ground physics are fucked. The aircraft would never do a 360 like that. Oh, shit. Oh, those wheels. Where do we want to go? Left or right? We're we want to go right.
Sir, Alpha Mike, can you confirm you're clear of the runway yet?
And Sierra, try to worry, Sierra for Mike clear runway 01. Where's the 737? Oh, there he is. Dive for the runway, mate.
Yeah, I was trying to catch her.
Oh, where are we going to go?
Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful landing.
Really? I need to watch the replay of that. I think we're pretty much going straight to the hangar here. Oh,
You got different weather than me.
did you have 27 knot crosswind?
No, I still had a crosswind from the right, but it wasn't as bad as yours.
Alrighty, there we go. Parking brakes are on.
Oh my god, it's got silos there. It's actually
Alright.
not used to it.
Can you replace those ground textures? His does. So I feel like we need to watch a replay of this. Where is it? Flight. Toggle replay mode.
Your 737's pointing out of the long shit. That's a replay.
Oh, they are garbage specs. Totally. Look at this crab. What the fuck is this? Pulses during... pulses during the day, no landing lights. Okay, understood. Exit replay. So you're off. So what do we need to do here? So we need to turn you guys off. So AC goes to off. I got a scotch check after that. You damn well need it. The passengers are sip. Hey Tron. Yeah, I know, right? That was good old X-Plane and its ground physics for us. Bites me in the ass again with a 27 knot crosswind. So it's interesting. Is that why? Can't. What have I done? X-Plane's paused. There we go. That'll help. So you go off, you go off. So we want you off, you off, you off. Off. Off, 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 off. Ignition to on. No, ignition always stays on auto. That's right. Alrighty, and shutting down. So what is that setting there? That's not cut off, is it? Oh, we're just gonna shut you down anyway. Okay, so everything down, off, shush, and then
To put all your stuff in.
what's all my stuff?
Your pedo covers.
Ah, yeah. And you go down, so everything goes off. You go to the timer there, open the door to get out. There we go. And we survived. So, maintenance manager. Is everything okay? As new. Landing gear. Awesome. I think everything else. Airframe. We're good. Miscellaneous. Yep, we're good. Nothing in the maintenance log. We're sweet. We survived. That payload. So is it payload? Yeah. So we put the wicks on, the tie downs, closing you. The chocks are in Pilotedge and statics. Everything is done. Oh, or did I just turn everything off? Oh, maybe I did. Payload. Ties. There we go. And everything else should be done. Wait, why can't we put the ties on? Do we can't, is it because they're too hot? Well, when the engine we'll set when engine has cooled. Wow, they've even modeled that. That's really cool. All right, where have we got? What else have we got here? So where's Daz? Daz is the sunken 737 there. Good old X-plane. Alrighty, guys. Well, everyone, welcome to Moree. I hope, on a personal note, guys, that you did enjoy the stream today, and welcome to the TBM 900. My initial thoughts, if you're thinking about purchasing, is it's a fantastic, really in-depth representation of this aircraft, and I highly recommend it. I've already heard some people talk about the hype, well, the price of $64.95. It's $90 Australian, my currency, so it's even higher. But it's well and truly reasonable. I think double the cost is entirely reasonable for an aircraft built like this. So if you do like the study level aspect of aircraft, X-Plane has been really missing something of this standard. So it's a fantastic addition to your aircraft library. Having said that, though, guys, I am going to take off now for this stream. We will be back probably tomorrow with some more streaming. But until then, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye for now.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.